Hello friends, hello, welcome back to the channel. You already know where you are, what you're doing, where you're at, who it is, but not for real. It's your girl Zanny in the voice. So let's just get into this, okay? As you guys can see by the title, this is a reading in regard to how people are viewing you. So let's just get into it, Earth, okay? So right off the bat, when I was meditating, I picked up on the energy, right, that you're being viewed to be having some sort of struggle. But I feel like the struggle, if people are viewing you to have a struggle, these are the people closest to you, like in your personal life, who may be around you or know you at this point in your life, or they could have known you or been around you at some point. These are people who have had personal access to you either now or at some point, and they're viewing you as having some sort of struggle or battle or something, and they're watching you like overcome it. And I'm just picking up for you, Earth, that there's like a lot of eyes on you. There's a ton of eyes on you. People are watching you. They want to see how you navigate through a situation because they want to basically know how to move like you or maneuver like in a way that you do, or they just really want to see how it is that you make stuff happen for yourself. I feel like you are leaning like completely on faith. Like I'm picking up on someone who is a person who leans completely on faith, but their faith and trust in yourself and in whatever you believe in. But like so many people are like remote viewing you and projecting into you. They want to know what's going on with your career, okay? They want to know what move you're gonna make next, because whether people tell you or not, like you are like kind of like the standard or whatever. Yes, career and money, like that's how people are viewing you. Like that's all you are thinking about right now, and that's all you may care about right now. And I can't say that that it's not true, okay? So let's see, let's start with these, okay? I'm hearing two-piece. I'm receiving like two-piece. I don't know what that means. You could be shopping for a two-piece of some sort, or you could be ordering food, like a two-piece, like chicken type of deal. Or it could even be related to some sort of like violent thing, and you could be like hitting somebody with a two-piece. So take that as it resonates. All right. Oh my God. I feel like somebody is so happy to like stand up for themselves in a situation. I feel like somebody, this could be very specific, like somebody is just like itching at the opportunity to like lay their hands on somebody or like put paws on somebody. So I don't know what's going on with that, but like somebody might want to think twice before they like play with you or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know, okay? So we have goals and dreams. I feel like the theme of this reading so far is obviously like career, money, goals, dreams, just like a really streamlined focus towards like what you want in life and just kind of making it happen for yourself. And so many people are watching you. Like you may think like, oh, like I'm just ducked off doing me by myself. It's just me and the Most High, or it's me and my guys or whatever. But you don't realize just how many eyes are on you, like literally how many people are watching you. You could be working closely like with another person in some sort of way, whether this is like a trustee. Like I'm just hearing, like I'm literally just seeing the word trustee. Like I'm receiving from the Most High that like I shouldn't even like in this reading like be very specific about labeling relationships, I guess, because there's someone like somewhere in the background that is like fuming and like refusing to address the fact that they're stuck in their head. They're struggling. They're going through something in regard to you, because I guess you're not working with them anymore. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. So I feel like we're going to be very vague about like labeling people in this reading, just to protect your privacy, Earth, okay? All right. So I really feel like you have a trustee that's like on your team with you, and you and this person are like holding down the fort in like different ways. I feel like you guys may also like trade off like roles sometimes, but either way it goes, like somebody handles like finances and like physical matters, and the other person like kind of holds down the unseen stuff. So like temperament, like performance, like basically just like keeping up with you're just a very dynamic team. Okay, there's somebody who's making sure that things are being like, how can I put this, like emotionally regulated. And some people may think like, what does that have to do with work or whatever, but if you know, then you know, like that has a lot to do with it, because I feel like there's always like somebody like in the background or on the sidelines trying to see how they can like cipher energy or resources from like a person's endeavor, whether that's like taking somebody's attention, taking their money, affecting their rapport, their reputation in the community or with others. Like there's just always someone around trying to steal away from the strong foundation that has been built with whatever this is. So I feel like there's always somebody like guarding everything at every like turn. Every dollar that goes out is like monitored. Like every piece of like resource, no matter what it is. I don't know, I'm hearing something in my mind, but it's like it's something that having in regard to like kung fu. So I feel like you guys are just like really in flow, and you guys are very meditative. I feel like I'm talking to people who are like moving with this like very focused like chi. I feel like you can close your eyes and a fly could be coming your way. You could just like bat it out the way. Like, but that's what I'm picking up on. Like that's the kind of like team I'm picking up on, like people who are literally just like doing this shit like the Matrix, like on some shit, like not even kidding. All right, so what else is going on? Like how else is the collective being viewed? So I feel like you're being viewed like on some sensei shit. Like literally, I cannot make this up, and this fell on the floor, but the Queen of Swords in the upright. I feel like people regard you as a person who is willing to make a move, even if it's just like, if people viewed you as like a pushover or like not confrontational before, they're viewing you as a person who you're still not confrontational, but you're not confrontational in a way where it's like you're going back and forth. Somebody make their move, you make your move. Your move is swift and your move is mighty. Okay, so they're viewing you as like child, this like sensei badass. Like I'm really picking up on the characters in Kill Bill or whatever. So the main character, Beatrix Kiddo, or Kill Bill is what people call her, even though her name isn't Kill Bill. But like I'm picking up on her energy, like some of the best like fighters in that movie or in that franchise. But like then we have like Gogo Yubari, who is like a formidable opponent. But even she was just a part of this whole crew, the Crazy 88, which was ran by Oren Ishii. So I'm picking up on that kind of vibe. Like you guys are in the major leagues. Like people cannot like see you on some shit like on no day. I feel like all they have is their little stick and baton, and they're a part. And if they're a part of anything, they're like a part. Like let's use the Crazy 88 for example, right? So you're Kill Bill, like you coming in here with your Tori Hanzo sword, okay, made especially for what you came there to do, and that's knock some people's heads off, okay? And these other people that are watching you and like just clocking you and shit, like all they have is their little crusty dusty little wand, and they're looking up at their little stick, their little bamboo stick, like damn, like she finna fuck me up now, ain't she? And it's like, yeah, because like I feel like you got a chip on your shoulder, but not in a bad way. You have that kind of chip on your shoulder where it's just like I'm hearing like literally receiving like I have something to prove, but not to anyone else, like to me. Like somebody here just has something to prove to themselves. I feel like you guys have spent so much time kind of crying over spilled milk and ignoring all the power and just like ignoring all the opportunities and what's left of your life. Like you spent a lot of time doing that. So now you have like all this energy and you have all of this desire and will to just move forward, and you're just kind of like on some Kill Bill shit. You're just like emotionless. You're just like streamlined, focused. Like, I'm just trying to get this job done. I'm just trying to get done what it is that I want to do. And you're looking very, very good while doing it. You might not be trying to, but you could be the kind of person where like you may not like it very much, but people may think you're more attractive when you're in like this like cutthroat, like badass kind of mood. When you're in this mood of like just like, you know, you could be kind of edgy, kind of grunge when you're in a certain mood, or, you know, when you're just kind of like doing your thing, when you're moving and grooving through life, making decisions, calling shots type shit. Like when you're just doing you, like focused, like you're really sexy when you're like that. You could be attracting a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of opportunities. And I feel like there's plenty of people who want to come say their piece or say what they want to say, do what they want to do, and come try to like join you, but they almost know like that's not gonna happen. Like, can you imagine somebody trying to join Beatrix Kiddo when she was on her like quest to like do what she's doing? Like, ain't no, this is a solo trip, this is a solo mission. You know what I'm saying? The only other person she planned to link up with was Hattori Hanzo, and that's so he can make her sword. Okay, so it's like, and the way she moved, like I'm just seeing the scene where she like goes to meet up with him for the first time in Okinawa, and she's like pretending like she doesn't know Japanese. And the thing I find funny about all of that in the movie is that like she was just so intelligent on so many levels, because she really respected her master, her sensei, and she learned so much, and she like got together everything she learned, and she, you know, may have started off this like kind of airhead American girl that just wanted to be up under Bill and like, you know, be this badass and you know, live this life of an assassin. But in the end, she got really turned into a weapon, and she never really lost that like bubbly American girl. But the thing that really did her in and did her head in was having her own man, her own team, you know, not try to understand where she was coming from when she wanted to get out of the life. And they came and they tried to put her in the ground in the worst way, you know. So she turned cold. Like, she never lost who she was, but she definitely kind of had that streamlined focus. Like, I have to get my revenge, I have to do what I gotta do, and then I'm gonna get my daughter and go live the life that I want to live. So it's really giving that. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I suggest going to see it. The Tower Has Fallen. I feel like the damage has been done is what I'm receiving. Like, everything is like the chips have fallen where they may, the dust has settled, and everybody has made their move, and you're just like standing around. Everybody's looking at you, Earth, like, okay, can I join you, Earth, or can I know what's going on? But whole time they know what their last move was. So it's kind of crazy. It's like trying to be friends with Beatrix after she watched you try to, you know, I'm trying to think of a word I can say on YouTube, trying to blick her down in her face, just to turn around and what you thought. Like, I'm thinking of the Vivica Fox scene. Is she's like thinking that it's all cool and chill. Like, she knows shit's not chill, right? But she's thinking that she can have it her way, and it's just like, we can meet at the baseball diamond dressed in black, and we can have a night fight. And she like, baby, she like, baby, you thought it was gonna go that way. You thought it was gonna go your way. It was gonna go my way. You tried to knock me off with my child in my body. You could have knocked off me and her, and you did not care. I'm going to knock you off when I want to knock you off. I don't care if your kid's here. I don't care what time of day it is. I don't care what you got on, what you got to do. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And she let her know, like, if we really want to be equal, I will off your daughter. I will off your husband. I will off you. And it'll just be like that type time. So it's like you really cutting people slack, like you really like letting people off the hook type vibes, but like they still trying to like have it their way. And it's like the audacity of them. Like, y'all, this energy is actually kind of crazy, because I feel like people put themselves where they are in your life. Like if they have a really shitty or non-existent spot in your life, they did that to themselves, but they still trying to like come to you like they have a spot. And it's like, you know, what like, be for real, what did you do to think that you deserve this spot in my spot in my life? All these burpees like that I'm doing, like, yeah, I feel like the energy's moving around. Yeah, now they're feeling all, you know, at a loss and left out. But it's like, I mean, that's just what it is, because I'm a star now. I've healed. I've seen the light. I know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing and who I am. God has showed me the way, and y'all don't follow what I follow. You know, like y'all don't follow y'all don't subscribe to what I subscribe to. You guys subscribe to this. Y'all just subscribe to Lucifer. Y'all subscribe to devil energy, Satan energy. Okay, and that's what y'all allow to be y'all boss. And that's not what I'm doing over here, type vibe. Okay, so what else, how else is the collective being viewed? So yeah, you're being viewed as the star that you are, for sure. Yeah, you're being viewed as definitely like enjoying life too, and having like good connections with other people. I feel like people are viewing you as like, I'm hearing like rookie or novice, but I'm hearing that in like the best way. Like, you know, like when we are like just kind of seeing things online or in the media, like, oh, so-and-so just got signed to this label, or so-and-so just became the like creative director for this brand or whatever. That's how you're being viewed. Like, even if you're new to something, or you have this like kind of like beginner's like position, it's a beginner's position in like a major company, or like in a major space, in a major role. So even though you're just starting out, you're revered and you're being looked up to. You are like a person who's like, I'm seeing in my mind like Forbes 30 under 30. Like, even if you don't make a list like that, that's exactly how you're viewed anyway. So it doesn't even matter. I feel like people know that your cup is overflowing, and it will be overflowing for a long time. Like, it's your time is what I literally just received in my mind. So it's your time, and it's like everybody can see it, everybody knows it. I feel like you've really worked hard to kind of carve this space out for yourself, and really like take advantage of your power and your, literally, look at this. She's fighting with her stick. There's the Magician. Then we got the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you fought to get your power back in this life. Now that you have it, you're not letting it go for nothing. And you're wielding your wand like you're doing your big one. So I feel like this is just one of those things where people are just like, damn, like Earth got all this power, and they not letting up off of it. Like, they on our necks. Like, people are literally like watching you like do your big one, like knowing that your foot is on next. Like, sheesh, like how are people responding to this? Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I just received to ask. Somebody might want that question answered. Make sure that you guys are exchanging with the channel, doing the free things. We already know what those are, child. I'm not gonna tell y'all, like, y'all 2 years old, okay? Even the 2-year-old know how to like a video for free, okay? So yeah, so these people are like, damn, like Earth is rich as fuck. They finna be rich as fuck. Like, they feeling so burdened because they feel like they're like your peers, and they're your you know, people who are kind of like, who were on the same level as you at some point, and now they feel like they are completely like stressed out by the fact that you are no longer in the same field as them at all, not even a little bit. Okay, yeah, I feel like everything that they're trying to do and just now trying to do in life, you mastered that a long time ago, and you have really just like, I'm seeing like in The Walking Dead, where you have those people who are like masters at offing zombies and finding shelter and maneuvering through that whole thing, and then you just have the people moving on their own who don't know how to find food, don't know how to clean themselves, don't know how to, deal with zombies and stuff like that. Like, it's just a whole different ballpark. Like, you guys are two completely different mindsets, and you're being viewed as like mother if you're a woman. If you're a guy, you're being viewed as like him, that pillar of, you literally are the standard. That's so crazy. Because that's just, I don't know, that's major. That's pretty major. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you are what people aspire to be like. You set the standard for the future. Some of you guys could have long hair, or you guys could be growing your hair out. Yeah, I feel like you, with my cards on the table, I feel like everyone around you knows their spot in your life, period. And I feel like where you've put everyone in their respective corners is a good choice. Like, you know exactly how to position everybody in your life. Yeah, because you have mastered shape-shifting. You know how everybody around you shape-shifts and what their intentions are when they use their gifts, and you've seen them. You know their true form. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like wartime, but not wartime in a sense. It's like, okay, we're in competition, let's fight. But it's more so like it's action time, like action, let's go. Y'all, you've been rebirthed. Like, you know your lines, you know your role. Like, you can do this with your eyes closed. You got your business partner, okay? And everyone can see this. Yeah, so somebody here is about to get a new car, so good for you. That's so fire. That's how you'll know this is your reading. Some of you guys are balls deep in a short-term plan, and you have a lot of loyalty on your team at this time as far as like accomplishing that plan. Like, you're almost done. You're almost like hitting a crazy milestone. You could be working on the West Coast or traveling to the West Coast. You could live on the West Coast like me. I think some of you guys may be rethinking something. Maybe it's in regard to living or working on the West Coast. Is that what the collective is rethinking? Yeah, some of you guys are rethinking like where you want to, I guess, be based for work. I feel like people can see that if you've been in a certain city, like you're getting antsy, and maybe people are so nosy, like they can find any little detail of what's going on in your life and like assume the most, or like put the two and two together. Yeah, you're thriving and you're limitless. Literally, that's basically what I'm trying to get at. People are viewing you as a person who is limitless. Like, you could end up anywhere at any time. Like, one day you could be on this coast of the world, and another day you can be on the whole other side of the world, like 3 times over. Like, they know that your power is like having no bounds. Yeah, you're on the fast track to like success and stardom and being a gazillion trillionaire or whatever type of money you're trying to make. So let's see how they're viewing you with this deck. Oh no, my bad, y'all. I got a real janky setup right now, but it's okay. All right, so how are they viewing my collective as far as archetypes go with this deck? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. I'm here. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Now put those back. Some of you guys could be like app creators. Some of you guys could be like very confident in the work that you do. You could be very savvy. People could look at you and go, oh, they don't look like they do as much as dope work as they do, but you do. You know what I'm saying? We got Henry VIII. I don't know why we're getting this guy at this time. I feel like I always mess up the Roman numeral, but whatever, y'all. This guy, okay? It could be viewed as very regal, very like cutthroat. Like, this guy was like offing any wife that he just found a problem with, and he was making up lies as to why he was offing them. Like, this guy was terrible, okay? So I just feel like you're being viewed as just like a ruthless ruler, not to get into the details of the real person, but just like what I'm getting from this card right now. I feel like you could be viewed as like dressing very like nice and royal. You'll cut anyone off at any time. You do not care. If they don't add what you want to the equation, you'll cut their ass off, okay? Yeah, it says a rose has thorns, cultivate kinder flowers. I feel like you're trying to just get like all the riffraff away from you. I feel like you want the best around you at all times. I feel like you know that life just requires a lot of sacrifice, and people see you making those sacrifices. Like, people really slept. Like, people were learning how to do the stuff that you're doing in the most negative, egregious ways. And I feel like you know how to do the things, like all the most high powered things in the most like respectable, virtuous way. And these people didn't even know that this was like a path. So now that they're seeing somebody doing it, it's like now they're trying to see how you're doing it because they want to do it how you're doing it. Like, they know the hellish path and they're not liking it. They're seeing that it's not a vibe. It's not a way that they want to live. They see you as a party animal. Ella Fitzgerald, I feel like they see you as a person who's always just like working, yes, and in your role, but you also know how to enjoy life and be fun. I feel like you're just so fun. Even when you're working, you're so fun. I feel like you're down for a little drama, but you love fun. Like, you're always willing to just like turn it up at any time. And I feel like you don't really put too much worry about anything that isn't in front of you. So people can really view you as very like grounded, and they feel safe around you, and like all this great like leader kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna just leave it there because I feel like that is enough for this reading. I hope that this helped you guys. If it did, just make sure that you do the things with the channel that make my notifications ring. Okay, make your notifications ring. Turn on your notification bell so you can get all the videos when I upload. Okay, and when I go live, you'll be able to check that out. Okay, because I have a lot of stuff coming your way. So see you later. Peace.